Five reasons to live in Destin, Florida. So if you're looking to move to this area, considering this between another property somewhere else, well, we got the 5 things to consider. Here's what we're gonna go over in this video. We're gonna be talking about how it's great and close to the action, the immediate access to the beach. You got some high-end communities if that's what you're looking for. Some of the best boating and fishing in all of the United States, actually. And we're gonna talk about the traffic. Yes, that can actually be advantageous to you. So if you're looking for that and more, stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore here in the beautiful Destin-Fort Walton Beach area. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. If this is your first time to our channel, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. If you are moving here and you want to know more specifically about the Destin area, we have a relocation guide free just for you. In the descriptions, go ahead and click that link, sign up real quick, and we'll send it to you immediately. However, if you are moving here, got some questions, need some help, reach out to me, reach out to our team here. We would love to talk to you directly. Give us a call, text, email, heck, shoot us a little paper airplane. I don't know if we'll find it, but when we do, we'll give you a call right back. All right, let's get into the 5 reasons to live in Destin, Florida. Beautiful, beautiful place. So first, if you don't know where Destin is, it's stabbed right in the middle between Panama City and Pensacola in Northwest Florida. It is a destination place. So what it's really known for, it was the luckiest fishing village. That's their motto, because it used to be nothing and grew into this ginormous area, which is wonderful. We have tons of different things. The big things that they're known for, obviously, is the water sports, the white sand beaches, the beautiful emerald colored water, boating. Oh, it's just amazing. It's a great place for people to come vacation, enjoy the weather, great for families. It's amazing. One of the reasons I live here. Okay, so the population of this area isn't that big, though. Most of our people here are transient. So our population in Destin is 14,085. So depending upon where you're coming from, that could be really small, could be really big. Either way, we love having you here. Okay, so let's go into those 5 things that we mentioned before. First and foremost, the people that we've helped move to the Destin area permanently tell me the best part about it is it's close to the action. You live out in the Fort Walton, Niceville, or any of the other outskirts, you gotta travel to get there. All of us locals that live in the local area that don't live in the Destin city, we travel to Destin to do all the fun stuff we want to do, right? So what is there? Obviously, you have water sports. You've got water sports in the Destin area. You've got the harbor, and where you can rent out boats. Honestly, if I were you, I would just go down to Okaloosa Island. It's gonna be cheaper, easier. But you can go down there to rent boats. Definitely check out Power Up Water Sports, one of my favorites down there. But in any case, you've got all of the water sports and Crab Island that's out there to be able to get out to it and enjoy that. There's tons of restaurants. Again, that's a huge part why I go in there. But you can go out for all the great restaurants. They've got everything that you could possibly want out there, and it's just a great atmosphere. If you like seafood, we've got that. It's right there. All right, bars, you like to go out and enjoy some delicious libations outside the restaurants. That's kind of where everything's at. You have the Harbor Walk down there. There's a couple of other great places surrounding that's off the strip. But that's where a lot of things are if you really enjoy that sort of scene. There's tons of shops, tons of boutiques and things for you to go through. It's not like some of the other places, although they exist, that are like Elvin's and all these other different places that they all sell the same stuff, right? And they're huge stores. But they do have those, but there's also little boutiques throughout there as well. Again, access to the harbor and having different things to do. So your deep sea fishing, your snorkeling, all that stuff is right there as well. Now, on the other side of it, towards the eastern end, we also have the Destin Commons. It's a huge outdoor mall. I mean, it's got, of course, what you'd expect in the mall with a movie theater, a Starbucks, but it's got also a little bowling alley that's in there, nice restaurants, all sorts of really, really good stuff. Matter of fact, they got a really nice chicken place that's in there now. You can go ahead and look that up. Of course, Destin just doesn't just have those areas for movies and everything else. There's tons of stuff. There's also shows, the concerts that come into the Destin area. If it's not in an open air venue, you know, there's at Club LA, you've got that there, which is next to another bowling alley. But you have tons of family activities. You've got the water park that's down there. There's go-karts. There's all sorts of good stuff. Not only that, but the school's there too. used to be high school kiddos had to go down to Fort Walton Beach, but now there's a charter school that's actually out there for high school. So we have Destin High there. So everything out there is rated in A to A+ area, and it's just really nice to be there. So number one, close to the action, right? All right, so number two on the list, you have that immediate access to the beaches. Fantastic. So it's just a quick, couple minute drive to get to wherever you want to go. So you have the most popular one that's out there. It's a paid beach, but it's probably the most uncrowded, is Henderson Beach, which is Henderson Beach State Park. That's one place. You can also go down to Crystal Beach, where I typically frequent because it's free. But it's right there where the Destin Crab Trap is at. There's a couple gazebos, first come, first serve. You can get right out there into the beach. Noriega Point, which is on the other side of the harbor. Funny enough, that was actually blown away by one of the hurricanes in the early 2000s. They just, in the last few years, dredged and built it back out. So now it's a park that's out there with different swimming holes and what have you. But Noriega Point is a nice place that's right across the way from the Destin Harbor. So no matter if you get boats or something you want to shore up on there, you can explore that area, and it's still expanding. The park is still only in phase 2. The best part really is the Crab Island. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. We do have videos on this channel you can check out as well, but that's where everybody comes out on their boats, their skis, paddle boards, what have you, and it's just an event out there. Now they bring barges out with food to help everybody else out, but it's really fun. You go out in lukewarm water, and the water is up to your ankles or up to your waist, depending on how tall you are, and walk around, and it's kind of like a beach party in the water. It's not really an island, but it's just kind of low shore. But it's a great time. All right, number 3 is the high-end community. So if you're moving here and you want to be close to the action, but you want to kind of have that sort of high-end feel, great places to move to. The top 3 communities in Destin that we've helped people move to are Kelly Plantation, Regatta Bay, and down in Crystal Beach, which I've already mentioned before. Now, Kelly Plantation, just to give you an idea what our housing prices are here at the end of 2023. In that area, we're seeing a median home price of about 1.3 mil. That's a high all the way up to 4.4 million and a low of 822,000. So that's in Kelly Plantation, which has tons of different separate neighborhoods within the neighborhoods, all sorts of amenities, all the way up to, if you love horses, they actually have stables and things there as well. That's a really cool part, and of course, the boating aspect of it. But if we want to get into boating, we're going to talk more about Regatta Bay, because that was mentioned in Boating Magazine, matter of fact, for the boating coming out of here in this entire area, really. But Regatta Bay, again, its median home price, funny enough, 1.3 mil. Its high was about 4.1 million and low was 570,000. So depending on where you want to go, again, different neighborhoods throughout there for your enjoyment. And then of course we have Crystal Beach. Now Crystal Beach is not a gated community, but there are separate gated communities throughout there. Even some that are sitting on little coastal lakes as well. One of which specifically is Destiny by the Sea. You also have Destiny East. You have a bunch of these, just to name a few of them within the Crystal Beach area. Fun part about being in Crystal Beach, you can get a golf cart, you can go wherever the heck you want, as long as you don't cross the Highway 98 and get down to the beach, super easy. I talked about one access down there by Crab Trap of Destin. However, there's multiple ones, but the problem is they're parking. If you don't have to park, it's wonderful. You can get down to the beach any way you want to. There's tons of access and different trails throughout. Okay, so number 4, you also have, again, some of the best boating and fishing in the world. Boating Magazine had rated the Regatta Bay and the Destin area as one of the best, which is pretty incredible, right? There's plenty of marinas for you to go to throughout the area. However, one of the more popular ones is actually in Fort Walton on Okaloosa Island, but you'll have access to tons of water activities like I had mentioned before. You have deep sea fishing, you've got the dolphin tours, you've got snorkeling, you've got all these access. There's another company that a boat is called the Sea Blaster, where you can go out, get a couple of drinks, and it's just tours down throughout the Destin area. It's just absolutely awesome. And of course, snorkeling, they're creating artificial reefs throughout this and sinking boats. So that's really, really going to be awesome for the snorkeling around here. But again, it's Destin. So Destin is being the luckiest fishing village. It truly is for being where it's at. Last but not not least, number 5 is the traffic. Why is this a reason people move into Destin? Well, I'll be honest, the traffic during the summer sucks. There's no better way to put that. It's terrible. However, if you're in Destin proper itself, you're already where you want to go. So it's still pretty quick and you'll have access to the back roads. I mean, you still do, but you don't have to wait for the bottlenecks that we have getting into Destin, coming towards Airport Road from the east or coming from the west, which is that bottleneck that comes over to the Destin Bridge coming from Fort Walton Beach. Sometimes those wait times between there was, upwards of an hour, especially if there's an accident or something. It can be rough in comparison. It can be almost double the time that you're going to sit in traffic. So you'll have basically a strategic location inside Destin to get to where you want to go during the week, during the weekends, what have you. The convenience of being right there is awesome. And of course, they're improving the infrastructure. They haven't quite figured out that area from Airport Road down to the Destin Bridge. But anywhere beyond that, getting into the Commons, they've opened it from a 4-lane to a 6-lane, which has really helped with traffic. And now that's gone in through Miramar Beach, and they're continuing to open that up all the way into the Santa Rosa Beach 38 area, which has been really awesome. The construction has not been awesome over the past decade, but it's nice when it finally opens up. All right, but that's all I have for you for the 5 reasons to live in Destin, Florida. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, please leave it in the comments below. And again, if you want to know what it's like to live here, go ahead and get our free relocation guide that is in the links below in the descriptions. And if you don't have time for that, or you want in addition to that to reach out to us directly, please do. Give us a call, text, email, find us on social media, whatever you got to do. We got your back when moving here to our area. One of our local experts, or even me, will be able to help you out with that. Again, my name's Tim Whittemore, here with the Whittemore Group with LPT Realty. I'll see you in our next video.